So you have one spare brain cell and it has to be a Viking. Valheim is a survival game set in this limbo world where you have to amuse Odin in order for him to let you inside his house. After you create your character, you also need to create a world. There we go, that's a good name, and that seed will guarantee we'll get the best buttcrack Odin has to offer. Then a big bird looking motherfucker drops you off in this weird satanic circle of sacrifices. Crossover of the century, Lucifer versus Odin. You are now alone in the world and you need to survive and prove your worth to this narcissistic prick, and the seed pays off with the best buttcrack I've ever seen in my life, and will build a house right next to it. It starts off slow with my favorite survival activity when I go into the wild, which is punching trees. Don't you just love to relax by punching some trees after a long day of work? Maybe you're a dominatrix dendrophile, I don't know. For the small price of your soul, you too shall punch trees for wood in the Nordic limbo. After you gather some wood, you also need to gather some rocks, but you don't need to punch these, so all good. Odin is great. With a few wood and rock, you can craft your first weapon and tool, the stone axe. Now you're somebody in this world, nobody shall stop you, and your trustworthy axe. After you gather wood like a hot dude in a gay club, you can start building your very own house, and you will fail because most of you failed basic geometry and physics. The house will actually fall if you don't make it sturdy, so apply the Kiss method and just make a small cabin where you can sleep and masturbate when it's raining outside. After the basics are done, your job is to survive and build better armor and more stuff around your house. You will find ores to mine, skeletons to pick a bone with, and a lot, and I do mean a lot, of goddamn infuriating, ugly sin and more annoying than you in your teen years, the most anger-inducing enemy, the Greyfuck. These yellow and blue-eyed motherfuckers are everywhere, they'll hunt you down and they'll spin around you and run around like headless fucking chicken, making you miss arrows and swing your axe into the thin air like a brain-damaged seal. There are also big blue trolls which you can kite around trees and stones and just smack them with arrows until their head pops right off. Oh yeah, and you can also sail the ocean and get anxiety that there's always a monster underneath waiting to eat you. But in all seriousness, sailing is both boring and exciting at the same time, and I'm not sure why, but even if most of the time you're just adjusting the direction a bit, it feels wondrous as the world is gigantic and you and your small raft or boat are just a tiny speck in the ocean. This feeling makes it amazing, and also there may or may not be actual giant sea monster waiting to eat your pee-pee. Without dissecting further into the buttcrack of Odin, this game is worth playing and is a lot of fun to survive, gather and build. Valheim offers a slew of activities which are still fun after my 20 hours of game time, which I know isn't that much to some of you, but to me is more than I usually spend on any new game. I can't talk about the endgame too much as I just defeated the Elder, second boss, but taking it slow makes the journey so much better for me. My rating is 2 out of 2 neurons, play it, enjoy it, masturbate by the fire in a small wooden hut, and maybe also invite a friend. It might be more enjoyable with more people. Both the game and the masturbation. Also there are portals in this game, so theoretically you could masturbate through the portal and pretend it's someone else's hand, you know, just an exaggerated The Stranger. But it's not a feature yet, so one can hope that they'll add it in a later patch. Until next time, subscribe and your brain capacity will be doubled overnight.